All right, so this is a CF-Moto, their newest offering, and this is supposed to be a heated and air-conditioned cab, which is really great. We've got a price on this, or at least what this dealer is saying, and I want to tell you this is from Swan Hill Power Products. I don't know where they're out of, but you can look them up on Facebook. A couple other places. I think they sell Honda and a few other machines. But as far as looking at this CF-Moto, how it's going to compare to Polaris, Can-Am, those are really the only two in the market that have a good heated and aired cab that's actually, I guess you would say, woods friendly. When you look at Kubota or John Deere, or any of those, they're just not, they're going to ride extremely rough. This looks like it's going to have at least 28 to 38 or 30-inch tire on it. It's got a pretty gnarly tread pattern to it. I actually like the look of the tire. I like that it comes with this big front bumper, as you can see here. This is going to, protect your headlights. It looks like it has these running lights right here. You can see right behind the bumper. It looks like it's going to have a running light here and over here. I do like that. I like the look of the headlight. It looks like it has a projector high beam or low beam, and then a normal halogen outer bulb, unless this is some type of running light, but I'm going to guess this is the high and this is the low because I don't see two projectors. I really like the color on this. It looks like a really good paint job. And I'm going to assume that under there is going to be your winch hookup, like the electronics and probably the air filter and things like that for the air conditioned system. You can see over here you've got an antenna, so you're going to get reception and stuff really good. It looks like it comes with side mirrors, a flip out windshield. One of the things that I noticed is if you look, the struts look like they're really high up. Now, it's got, I guess holding from the roof instead of down low, which I like that. Also, you've got a winch on it. It looks like a pretty decent sized winch, just judging by how big the housing is, unless they're just using a lot of plastic to cover that. Hopefully it's got synthetic rope on it. As far as your A-arms, they do not look arched to me. It does look narrow from here to here. For some reason, it looks narrow looking at it, but it's really hard to judge off this picture. I wish we had a lower visual on the bottom, but like I said, you're getting a really nice front bumper as far as guarding your stuff and everything in the front. A lot of these companies don't give you a very good bumper, and you run your cab corner into a tree or something like that. But the tires look really big in the size comparison to the unit. So hopefully they're a 30-inch tire from the factory, and it's got at least 12 inches of suspension travel. That would help a lot. We'll go on here and look at some other things. You can see the interior. Now, for me, this interior is so sweet. I mean, it looks like a true, genuine leather. As far as how it looks, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's some kind of vinyl just for water and things like that. If you put leather in it, it would probably get really stinky over time. And I like the idea of leather, but I'm sure this is going to be a more waterproofed style seating. You can see behind it, you've got, just like the Rangers and the Defenders, you've got this sound barrier piece in here. Now, how much soundproofing they've done, I have no clue. This, to me, looks solid. This piece under here, under your seats, it looks like it's got a railing right here that mounts to it. So I'm wondering if those seats will flip up and flip down. If not, you're not going to be able to put as much storage up and under here as you can in the Defender. So we'll just have to see when the time comes. You can tell it has a little bump right there in the center. And then you've got a grab bar right here around that. Now I wonder if this piece up here will drop down like the Defenders will. It does look like that middle seat goes up and down. So hopefully you've got a little bit more room under there. And like I said, I don't know if this is all going to be enclosed here or not. You can see where the door seal closes. It's not a real big lip, but it does have a lip there, so hopefully your seal will bump right up to that, and this will be a very dust-proof cab. Now, we won't know until we get our hands on one, but this will give you guys an early preview and an idea. I like this dash, sort of. I want to tell you my opinion on things I like and things I don't. It's a push button. You can see here, so you've got push button style, park is over here, reverse, neutral, high, low. So I really do like that for farming. Now, if you're driving this as a woods machine, trying to poke that button, if you get in a hairy situation, trying to go from drive to reverse, you're liable to hit it and you're liable not to. So for some people, you're going to really like that. Some of us, you're not. As far as just cruising around and having simplicity, that is a pretty nice feature on there. So, that'll be something you'll have to decide. Now, this dash, the screen up here, this is supposed to be Apple CarPlay friendly. I don't know about Android Auto, but I do love the HVAC controls, how they're lit up and how nice they look. You've got USBs and other plugs right here on the dash, so that's extremely nice. And then you've got all your drive modes, your winch, your other things, accessories that they've got on there, all right here. I like the rocker switch look that they've gone to. Now, I don't know what this little thing is over here, but you've got push start and stop, and then you've got a knob over here that does things. So we're going to go to the dash a little bit closer and look at those. But you've got storage like the Defender up here. Now, the only thing that I dislike, unless I'm just missing something, all other CF Motos have a driver screen right here that shows all your info. This one don't have that, and I really dislike that. Reason being is you're always looking forward and looking at your steering wheel, so it's really nice to have your speed, your four-wheel drive, all that stuff where it functions right in front of you behind the steering wheel here, and that's not just in this dash. So I don't see any controls or anything that you can see anything. It's just a dash here, a flat panel without any actual, like Polaris and Can-Am have. You've got this screen here, like in the Polaris, you've got the screen here, and then over here you've got your digital dash for your readout of like your fuel, things of that nature. I don't see that on there, and I really do wish they would have had that. Now, I guess we'll have to see how user-friendly it is, but you can see the HVAC controls here and how nice they're built in. These are big open vents. It looks like you can move them side to side, up and down. That's kind of like how the Expedition is, and I really like that layout in the dash and how you can get the air to you. So far, it's looking like a very solid unit. This looks a little chintzy, especially after all the aesthetics that they went through to put all that in the dash. And then they put this up here with two speakers, but it's nice looking. I just would have rather had them built into the dash and a few other places, so it's more automotive looking. This looks like an afterthought that's just stuck up there. It's well made. Don't get me wrong, this is well made, and it says CF Moto on it. So other than that, I really like it. I just think it would have been an easy thing to do. You can see that the back glass is 3-part, so you're going to be able to open the back glass and slide it over. Now, whether that'll be factory or it will be an option, that's a nice option to have. You can get that on the Defender. I will tell you the Defender one looks really dumb. You just have to go to the website and look at it, but this one actually looks pretty nice, and I like how it's set up. It looks like they've got some other accessories behind it. I can't see what's back there, but it's some kind of rack system that you can see made into here. And then this, I don't know what this is hanging down here, but it's probably some kind of bed protector that's folded up, or a toolbox. Here's the dash that shows you your speed, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, battery voltage, your temperature, hot, cold. And then over here, some other things. I'm guessing you can scan this and make your phone work with it as well. It's showing your seatbelt, parking brake, steering, engine. I mean, this is pretty automotive, and you can see the temperature of the outside. So there's a whole lot of nice features that are on there. And as far as the graphics, it looks like it's got really good graphics. Now, that's the only picture we have. You can see that it looks like these here light up to show you your temperature as far as hot, cold, and then you've got the settings for AC here. And like I was saying, you've got your 12-volt power port here, which I'm sure is like the round plug that you plug in for your air compressors and things. And then this is going to be your USB over here on this side. So you guys can kind of tell me. Now, we'll go back and I'll go over the stats that they're saying this has. Let me get down here to it. So they're saying that this is a CF-Moto U10 Pro and U8 XL. So they're going to have two versions. One's going to be like a 1000 and one's going to be like an 800 XL. And in this, it's going to have Apple CarPlay, U10 Pro Highland highlights, Apple CarPlay, 3-cylinder, 1000cc, in-house CVT. So I'm guessing that they're making the motor and the CVT, which will work better than them making the motor and the CVT just being a secondary thought from someone else. Push button gear selector, heat and air conditioning, power windows, power tilt glass screen, factory fit stereo, plus so much more. This is supposed to be in stores in August. So sometime the end of this month is what they're saying these will be delivered. This company actually has a few of them that's coming in. And in the comments, it was roughly $29,900. Now, where will that compete with the Defender and the Polaris? It's going to be priced above the or below the Defender and Polaris, or right around the same as the Defender. But I guess we'll have to see. Does this have a locking front diff? Which most CF motos have that in there. So hopefully it's got a locking front diff and it has good suspension travel. Now they are entering the market to compete with the Defender and the Ranger. So if they're priced below them and it's a quality machine, this will be another option, and it'll only push the boundaries for Can-Am and Defender, or Can-Am and Polaris. So this is good for us. As you can see, you know, there's quite a bit of stuff that it's got on here. Now, like I said, their pricing, this Swan Hill says it's $29,900, and I don't know if that includes everything, like if that's out the door or if that's just the MSRP. I'm gonna guess that's MSRP, and we'll just have to see what they have as far as fees or anything like that, because they're coming from China. So that's the only thing I dislike about it. Hopefully this, guys, gets you excited and helps you make some future decisions on what you're looking to buy.